Hello and welcome back. This is the Nights in the Nightmare Let's Play. Video 2 will be covering Scene 1, Round 3 this time. Last time we covered Scene 1, Rounds 1 and 2, and during that time we learned what Chaos and Law Phase were, how to use them. We also learned how to attack enemies and get kills to end the round. So we've left off where the enemies were dead, and now it's time to play monster slots again. This is to set up for the next round, and it's time to explain what that means. So if you look at the top screen, on the bottom of the top screen there's some text saying "For Victory" and some flashing lights. If you notice, there's actually a 3x3 grid there. That's called the Monster Matrix. God damn it. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Monster Matrix is. They have to experience it for their monster selves. At any rate, the important thing is that it's a 3x3 grid right now. In turn, obviously a 3x3 grid means there's 9 spots in the matrix. Consider that to mean there's a pool of 9 enemies for the stage, one for each spot. In fact, each of those flashing colored bars is actually a different monster's health bar. Those enemies are predetermined before the scene begins, but I choose which ones will be used for each round by the monster slots. So right now I have 4 slots labeled as kill. Those represent the enemies I've killed so far. If I remember right, there was a ghost and a blob in round 1, and I think there was a blob and a skeleton in round 2. The conditions for winning the scene are stated at the beginning, or excuse me, at the end of every preparation phase. And the condition is fill 1 line of kill markers. Basically, consider it a tic-tac-toe board. I need to get these kill marks in such a manner that I have a horizontal, a vertical, or else a diagonal line that runs the width or length of the grid. Look at the grid right now. I have 2 green kill markers in the left column. The final slot in that column is flashing green. So right now I know that the monster's elemental affinity is Sanctity because the color is green. I also know that if I stop the monster slot machine when that green line is in the final position of that row, I'll get that Sanctity element monster for the round, and I know if I kill him, I'll fulfill the conditions of winning the match. And the reason why I'll win is because I'll have a completed column of kill marks. Now let's say for a second that I go for it and I get that Sanctity monster. And let's say that I fail to kill him this round. So I take too much damage, or I spend too much time charging, or whatever, and my time limit expires, and so that ends the round. That monster gets thrown back into the pool of monsters for the next round of monster slots. If I manage to hurt him during the round, but I fail to kill him, he'll sustain some damage, but he'll regenerate some of it back. There is a method to how those monsters regenerate, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway, the point being, as long as I have another round, I can go through the monster slots again and drag his ass back into battle for another try. So, having said all that, we can see that I have some options for finishing the scene. However, I'm not ready to finish the scene just yet, and I will not be doing it in this video. In fact, I won't be killing any enemies this round. I still really need to talk about the items and how to get them, but before I can even address that, I have a problem. I have depleted all my magic points. So, this round we're going to grind for magic points. And don't let the word grind scare you, it's actually fast and it'll be fun. I should point out that if you plan ahead better than I do, you really don't need to grind too much in this game. However, I do. So, let's go into the preparation screen by picking 2 monsters. Let's take you. And if you notice, this monster I've selected on the bottom screen, it says First Encounter, so that means that this particular monster is the first time I've ever fought him, this special 1 monster. In the upper right, it says Final. If I actually kill this guy, yes, I'll fulfill the conditions and I'll end the round. I'll do the same for this guy. Alright, 2 monsters on the field. And once again, we're back to the preparation screen. Once again, I'm going to cut the music and play something different. The reason being, although I really love the music on this screen, it loops after about a minute, and I don't want you guys to go nuts hearing it over and over again while I blab. Someday we will listen to that song. I'm sure I've overhyped it by now. There was a great suggestion in the thread to just provide a YouTube link to the song so people know what it is, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Anyway, There's not really actually a whole lot of preparation to do at this point. I have no intention of killing anything, so I'm actually going to remove all the weapons from my inventory. Every round that you have a weapon equipped, the durability of that weapon gets reduced by 1. Well, since I don't have any intention of killing anything, I don't have any intention of using the weapon, there's really no reason to bring one into the round and then lose a duration. So, Frozen Axe, you are removed. And so, you know what, actually on second thought, I think I'll leave the Slasher Axe in just to help demonstrate what the points do. Alright, so let's back out. Alright, honestly I think I'm about done. Yeah. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna leave that battle preparation music in, because I was only here for a couple seconds. Alright, whatever, moving on. Victory conditions. Defeat enemies and fill 1 line of kill markers. Well, as I explained, if I were to kill the green guy lit up now, or the red one, either one of those, I'd win the round, which I don't want to do. Alright, let's go ahead and enter. If you notice, the music actually changes, because this is the potentially the final round, so we're getting intense here. Alright, so here we go. Do you see the 0 up in the corner here? That is my magic points, and as you can see I have 0. So, how do I get more? And I guess more importantly, why do I even need them? Well, if you remember in the previous video, when I attacked for the very first time, I only did 2 damage to the monsters. The reason why I didn't do very much damage is because I didn't equip the axe. And then when Johan, my warrior, swung, he didn't do any damage. He did like 2, I think. When that happens, the game defines that as a regular attack when there's no weapon equipped. Those attacks do hardly any damage, but they don't require magic points. When I equip a weapon prior to charging, I'm gearing... Oh, Jesus. I'm gearing up for what the game calls a skill attack. And skill attacks are what do the real damage in the game, but they do consume 1 magic point. In fact, the magic point's actually consumed once you begin charging. So if you go ahead and begin charging and then decide to cancel the attack, you still lose the magic point. Over the course of the last video, I spent all my magic points by doing skill attacks. I didn't bother replenish, so now I have 0. So, how do I get more? Well, when you hit an enemy, there are some pickups that come out. God damn it. Sorry. So the pickups come out. If you remember, it was hit the enemies, grab the treats, grab the treats. Well, the treats are items and gems. The gems replenish your magic points. So what I need to do is land a blow and then collect the gems that come out. I know that's all fine and well, but how the heck am I supposed to do that when I don't have any magic points and I can't equip a weapon? Can't even pick it up. Well, that's where the regular attack comes in. Remember, the regular attacks don't cost magic points, but when you land them, they do generate gems. So let's demonstrate on this guy. He's starting to annoy me. So I'll switch to Chaos because I want to have a good range. I begin charging Johan. See him charge up here. I've lost some time due to the charge. I go ahead and let him swing. And, oh, out come some gems. I grab them. And if you notice, I've gotten some magic points now. The enemy himself wasn't hurt very bad, but now I can actually equip something. So if I were to go back into Law phase, suddenly the slasher lights up, and yep, I can equip it. Alright, back to Chaos. Once again, don't forget, I'm not going to kill anybody, I just want to get some gems stored up. Stop it. So, let's do it again. And I'll try and attack as many guys as I can at once, just to make this quicker. 2's not too bad. Alright, grab the gems. Keep charging them up. Alright, come on, Blob, get in there. There we go. Alright. Alright, not too bad. I max out at 9 magic points, so there's no point in going beyond that. Alright, there we go. If you notice, there's actually some fog in the screen. Usually when I'm playing, I tend to ignore it, but the fog plays a role. it tells you, it serves as an indicator of how many gems you'll get. As the fog decreases, the number of gems that are produced will decrease as well. And that is usually caused by landing a skill attack. So if I attacked with my axe here, which I'm not going to do, and landed a blow, then the fog will start reducing. As a result, I wouldn't be able to get as many gems per attack. So how do you fix that? You can do it by changing the action phase, and the new phase will have a full layer of fog. So for this reason, it's good to switch between phases fairly frequently, and it adds a good layer of strategy to the game. I'll demonstrate this a little better in the next video when I'm actually attacking, but for now, whatever. Alright, right now I'm maxed out on magic points, so I'm ready to end the round. So how do I do that? There's 3 ways that the round will end. Oh, there we go. Either kill all the enemies, or I run out of time by either charging too many times my warrior, or if I get hit too many times by enemy attacks, I'll lose all my time up here. The final way is I can press on the D-pad, or if I were left-handed, I could press on the buttons on the right, and I can actually convert my remaining time into either magic points here or experience. Well, since I'm full on magic points, I guess I'll go for the experience. Alright. A B-. That's not bad. If you look on the top screen, the green ooze hit points went from 1,500 to 746. So you might think, oh, that's not so bad. Well, actually it was cut in half directly because he split for his special move. So there's 2 oozes with 750 hit points. So that's why it looks like I actually did something. I really didn't. Alright, we can move on. And here we are back at Monster Slots, setting up for the next round. I think this is a good stopping point. I'm going to make another video and finally address the items, which is a huge element to the gameplay, and it really dictates your strategy. But for now, we've covered how gems are produced, how to get them, why you need them. I think this is a good stopping point. Hopefully the next video will go a little faster, and then we can move on to some real gameplay. Alright, thanks for watching.